Hi, today we're going to, sometimes I want to tell a friend about something that happened to me but don't have time to share every detail. Therefore, I only share the most important parts or details. We do the same thing when we're using literary quotes in our lit essay. Today I want to show you how to properly punctuate the quote using ellipses and brackets. An ellipse is just this, 3 little dots, okay? It's 3 space periods, and it's used to indicate that you have deleted material from an otherwise word-for-word quotation. For example, you may choose to leave off the ending of a sentence or some words in the middle. If you delete a full sentence or more in the middle of a quoted passage, use a period before the 3 ellipses dots, so it will actually look like 4 periods. Do not use ellipses at the beginning of a quotation. Like, don't start your sentence off with ellipses. If you're going to leave off the beginning of your sentence in your quote, I would guess a quote then. You need a starter, and then you can start your quote, and then you can put ... and the rest of the sentence. Okay, so here's some examples from the Hunger Games. I volunteered, I gasp. I volunteer as tribute from page 20. I want to use this part from the book, but I don't need all of it. I use an ellipse to remove part of the quote so that I only include the necessary part that fits in with my paragraph. When she raises her hand to ... volunteers tribute, page 22, I remove the word I volunteer and put an ellipse in the place to show that part of the quote was eliminated. You're going to use brackets, these are brackets, to enclose any words or phrases inserted into an otherwise word-for-word quotation. Also, they are used to show a change to a quote, such as a verb tense or a pronoun, in order to correctly fit into the paper. All right, that looks like this. This is a sentence from the book. With one sweep of my arm, I push her behind me. I know I'm going to have to use an ellipse to omit a word or two to make it fit into my body paragraph. I will also use brackets to change the tense of the quote to align with the subject, because our literary essays need to be in present tense. So, in my essay, I write, knowing that when Prim's name is drawn, Katniss, you wouldn't say Katniss sweep her arm, you'd say sweeps. So I'm going to add that S in brackets. Katniss sweeps her arm, ... I leave off the beginning, or the middle here, and I put in an and, because otherwise it won't make sense. And then again, I need to change the verb tense. Pushes her behind, ... We left off the me, so we put 3 dots. So that sounds like this. Katniss sweeps her arm and pushes her behind as she steps in to volunteer to take Prim's spot in the arena. Notice I include the page numbers. This is a must. You cannot use a quote if you don't have the page numbers. So quickly look through your draft and find a place where you've used a quotation to prove your thesis or as evidence, and consider how you might go about revising this quote to be more clear using ellipses and/or brackets. Decide if the brackets are necessary. Your whole paper should be in present tense. If your quote's in past tense, you need to use brackets to change it. Continue to look for evidence from your book and provide quotations when necessary. So off you go to do this good work.